can hear that bag crunching.
It's
fine. It's fine. I think it's funny.
All right, so
You're
we're live.
Isaac being a
Right?
fat ass.
You can eat your chips. Yeah.
We're rolling. Oh, hello, peoples.
Hi. Welcome to Tampa Talk with Mary, one show that only airs once a month. Quick story. I share this on an episode at time of recorded this morning. I'm using a TENS unit for my uterus now because I don't want to take birth control. The pain is super bad. So it's like electroshock pads that go right to your uterus. Some bad stuff, y'all. And I decided, like an idiot, while it was on, to adjust the pad thing and scoot it over. And when I picked it up, electroshocks just went all the way like up my arm and it was kind of numb for a minute. And I was like, well, I'm never doing that again. Anyway, I'm really excited to bring on my family. Bring on my actor family for 3 years now. It's a this group of lovely individuals. We've been acting together for 3 years now. Very exciting. Let's just go around a big old family circle and introduce ourselves. Yeah.
Okay. I'm Hailey. I've been on the show a lot. And we're going to share actor things. So my favorite role that I've done was Lady Macbeth.
Naturally.
My dream role, I feel like I always have like an answer for that. Oh, it's to play Lila Bard in the adaptation of A Darker Shade of Magic, which is my favorite book.
Okay. The more you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Jemena. What else? It's my first time in the show. I'm so excited. Yeah. I'm from Mexico, so we can go international. Hey, Mom. I don't know. And favorite role, probably, I'm going to say right now, Betty, because she's bringing me so many challenges. I don't know how. And my frustrated role is weird. It's not like that great, but I always wanted to be Sophie in Mamma Mia. Oh, I don't know why, but yeah.
That's good. Hey, I'm Jemma. I'm an indecisive person, so I don't have a dream role. I want to do it all. And that's all I have to say.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite one you've done?
The favorite that I've done is
Mm-hmm.
probably right now, which is Abigail Williams in The Crucible. And also the genie in Aladdin, which was a lot of fun.
Very nice.
That's fun.
He's getting crunk.
Oh, good dog. I'm sorry.
Hi, my name is Veronica. I've been on the show, I guess, 2 other times.
Yeah.
I'm currently riding the Cotton Pony. Woo, period.
Wait, did you just call it the Cotton Pony?
Actually, say
I've heard that before.
I'm riding the Cotton Pony too.
Fantastic. That's the best thing.
I didn't understand.
I'm so happy.
Oh, I should have said that too.
Yeah, is that a role?
That's right. I was like, is that a play that we're
Yeah,
doing
I thought she was like writing a script. I was like, that sounds like it's gonna be a
I
good
know,
film.
The Cotton Pony.
Wow.
I want to know what it's about.
Did Mom say that?
No.
That's the best thing
I
I've
should
ever
stop
heard.
working.
One of my dream roles for the stage is to play Kate in The Taming of the Shrew. And my favorite role, I think, had to be Carol in the short film Dead of Night.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Ooh.
Which one is that one?
Oh, that the black and white one. That was so much fun. That last shot, that closing shot with Christian just lying on a chair as I think Nicolayo pulled him back.
Yeah.
Y'all need to look it up. Y'all need to, check this out.
Dead of Night's on
Nicolayo.
Vero's Facebook page.
Oh.
We'll plug it. We'll plug everything.
Yeah.
YouTube.
We'll plug everything. Anyway.
Oh, great! It's me, right?
Yes.
So my name is Nicholas. Hello. I've been sober since the time I was born.
Wow.
Until today.
Until
today.
Aren't you Irish?
Yeah.
I'm Welsh, so and I have the metabolism of Steve Rogers, so I don't know. We should test that. Dream role. I'm going to quote Robert Franz of the Boise Philharmonic and say that you cannot ask an artist their favorite piece because that's like picking their favorite child. Pirate King for Pirates of Penzance. And
Because of
Summer Night's Dream as well. So.
Yeah, you have to. You gotta
Boucher and
play
I are
one.
going to fight to the death for that role.
Yeah, it's gotta be one of you two, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be in that play.
Dumb.
So.
Don't sell yourself short, Isaac.
I'm not saying like I'm not auditioning.
Oh, okay.
Boo.
Okay.
You broke our hearts.
You're lame.
Well, my heart. I don't know if you broke
Alright,
yours.
well, thanks for the negativity, everyone. My
Your
name
knees are really hairy.
My name is Isaac. This is my first time appearing on the show.
Oh, it's my first time too.
And my favorite role is actually Tyler in a feature film that I filmed recently. And I know. Listen, the movie is awful. Shooting the movie was awful. Everything about it is awful. But when we were like the times where we got to shoot and I was actually really in character, I felt really comfortable with the character, and I kind of got to like really take on somebody that I felt comfortable being. So the actual character I enjoyed, and I would love to play the version of Grinch that Jim Carrey did. Nothing would make me happier than to play that Grinch.
Wow.
Nothing would
Your
make me-
impression.
Max, bring me my bone.
Did you know that took them like 6 hours in the makeup chair every day, and that he had to like chain smoke to deal with the pressures of
and
it?
they brought
Jeez.
people in. People from the CIA came in to teach him how to deal with torture.
Yeah, because he
Wow.
was like in
Makeup.
so much agony.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was smoking, but they were afraid he was gonna catch the fur on fire, so they had to put it on like a cigarette
Oh
holder.
my god.
So it's like the
It's like
freaking
Corella
Grinch.
did it. Smoking on the
That's
Imagine the Grinch in like a director's chair.
Anyway, sorry.
Last but not least, my name's Siena. My favorite role I've ever done.
What? This is not real.
This is oh my god.
For those of you listening, Isaac just opened a beer with his belt.
Hey, it's there for a reason.
You interrupted Sienna. Sienna?
Yeah.
How rude.
Yeah, she's not least. Come on.
It's my first time on the podcast, by the way.
Okay.
My favorite role, it's probably one of my first roles. And I hate that I can't put on resumes anymore because I feel like when you're in plays when you're in the 3rd grade, it doesn't really count anymore after a certain age. But this movie and this role is what made me like fall in love with like acting and performing and singing and all that. So I played Anita in West Side Story when I was in the 3rd grade, and it was like the first time I watched that movie and everything. And my teacher, I didn't even audition for it. She just was like, "You are Anita," and she just gave it to me, which was really cool.
Oh, baby Sienna.
I know. My dream role. I have to agree with Nick. Like I don't know. But I think anything.
Mimi from Rent.
Yeah, that is one. Yeah, I would love to play Mimi Marquette. But I think my dream would be to work besides
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Just to, he knows me. That's Nick, guys. My dream would be to work besides Daniel Day-Lewis. Unfortunately, he retired, but who knows? Because he's retired a lot.
If you pay him a lot of money.
So if I was if I played Alma in Phantom Thread, that would be a great like dream role. I'll say that maybe. But yeah, I love this guy. Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Checking in.
Alright, y'all.
What about you? What's your favorite role?
Oh no. Shit. Sorry. Well, now it's explicit.
Fuck. Oh,
Yeah, you can't get away with this group of people. There's no way.
I don't know if I think one of them maybe is I would love to play Fontaine in Lingus.
Ooh, I can
Which one's
see
that?
it.
Yep.
She's
If I could
Anne
sing,
Hathaway in the
I
movie.
can.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
I think her pain is so beautiful.
Oh, it's so real.
And I would love to tackle that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely one for sure. Anyway, so all right, next segment we got on here, listeners will already know, but we have a segment on here called Tampon Terror / Boner Burden, where I invite my guests to share an embarrassing period story and / or puberty story, if they have one. So if y'all got one, let's just start talking about them. Anybody want to go first, or we want to go around again the circle, or what do we think?
Should we go
What do we
the
think,
other
y'all?
Yeah, why don't you start, Sienna?
Yeah, with Sienna.
Yes, yeah, you start.
Because
She has a perfect period. She's not even.
Oh my god. She's an angel.
All the pads are clouds.
Ponies. Just like a perfect blood waterfall.
I can't think of one right now. I don't
Okay.
really have bad periods. I'm sorry, that sounds really.
What about like
go
your
for you.
first period though? Like
I don't remember.
You don't?
That.
Wow.
No.
What?
Okay,
We're all
actually.
scarred by.
Well, wait, no, I do remember. I'll tell you my first. Okay, so I went to the bathroom. I wiped, and it was pink. And then I went and I walked with my head down to find my mom. No, I think it's with my sister. I found my sister first though, and I was just kind of like, really in a really aggravated sense because I knew it was gonna happen. I was just like, sorry, my period. Like really like fast. And my sister freaked out. Everyone wanted to see it.
It's a family occasion.
Yeah,
I was party.
And yeah, my mom like proudly gave me a pad. So yeah, I do remember it, but
Period
it's not that interesting. I feel like a lot of people do that, you know.
Imagine that the opposite way. Like, Dad, I got my first boner. No, let me see it.
That's my boy.
You're a man
First
now.
one?
How old were you?
Oh.
I have no idea.
Wow.
Wow.
Just
some
been happening
point-
since you can remember.
At some point, like, I just understood that they happened, but I didn't know why. Like, it was just like, sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't. And I never understood why. I didn't
I
understand
agree.
sex.
I didn't learn until.
Yeah,
like,
I never understood why. And then my best friend, I never had the talk. I don't know if you guys had the talk.
Oh no, I
had the
never
talk.
had the talk. Well,
No,
actually,
I
Pseudo
didn't.
had the talk. I
Dave
halfway had
yourself.
the talk.
I did
Yeah,
have
I
a
didn't
talk.
either.
I
I
did
found
have
out
a
through
talk.
friends.
Wow, guys,
Yeah.
how did we end up the way that we did?
And
I
then
don't
my
know.
friend told me,
I had
he was like, you know when you get a boner? And I was like,
What?
why? I was like, why do you get those? Like, why does it happen? He was like, for sex. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, with a girl, dude. And I was like, it fits in there? He was like, yeah. So that's how I figured it
I
out.
like that this like mean middle schooler was just like, yeah, it's for sex, dude.
Yeah. And I was clueless.
You're what a dweeb.
Yeah.
I beat girls all the time. What are you talking about?
Dude.
I'm 11, dude. You don't even want to know.
All right, my turn.
Oh my
So
god.
Isaac, I know you were in cheer, but did you ever wear a cup?
I didn't actually. No.
Okay, so I don't know if any of you. Okay, so women, you definitely haven't done this.
Okay,
So
right.
just for the audience that doesn't know what this is and what I'm talking about, if you're ever a mother to an athletic son, you will want to invest in this if you want to have grandchildren.
Oh my god.
Solid point.
So, because I have a
Yes,
horror
love
story.
it.
One of my teammates, so baseball, took a laser, so it was at least going like 60, 70 miles off the bat. A nice 3-inch in diameter ball. That's hard. Shot right out. It shattered the interior of his cup. So I started wearing it very, very ardently after that. So for me, awkward boner story is then when you start to go into high school and you're wearing this cup, and then you know it just starts growing. You're already wearing a cup, and it's just like, where are you going with
That
this?
was just the whole bowl.
I mean, and then it's even worse because you're already kind of self-conscious because the cup bulges out already a little bit, and you just like just starts bulging even more, and then you're just sitting there going, I'm just gonna focus on the game and hope nobody notices, but you deep down you know that there's a bunch of high school girls in the audience and they're noticing.
Oh my god.
Also though, let me say one thing. I wrestled.
Oh,
You know what we wrestle in?
all right.
It's
So
called a singlet.
so
You don't wear cups in singlets. You know what
So-
singlet
so
is?
you
It's
can-
tights for your whole body.
so you
Is
can
it like the
so you
thing-
feel
what's that
everything.
Sacha Baron Cohen
You feel everything, yeah, but that's
he
not the
wears
point,
that
Nicholas.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh wow! No,
So it's tights on your whole body. Everything is skin
Yeah.
tight, and it's as thin as thin
Borat.
as
It's like a leotard.
leggings.
It's like Sacha
It's like
Baron
yeah,
Cohen and Borat.
it's as thin as leggings.
Yes.
It's like a leotard.
If you get a boner at a tournament, anywhere near a tournament, in that you're immediately disqualified and kicked out of the of the building.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. If you step on the mat in your singlet and you get a boner, out of the building.
Okay, that just seems.
Who's the ref like watching for that?
I don't know. That's
Okay.
the thing too.
Did that
is
happen to you?
Who's gonna report it? Who's
What
the
if
guy
it's
that's been?
like
Excuse me. I was watching. His dick was hard.
What if it's like a half show?
Okay, first off.
I've never seen it.
Okay, so Isaac, my next question is. Okay, Isaac, my next question for that is, so is there anything you do pre-game to ensure that doesn't happen?
No, because I'm thinking about fighting a dude, so it never came up.
Okay.
That's good.
You're just like
You don't get
you're
turned
just-
on by the
no,
rage
no,
or anything.
No, I don't. But it's just like I'm gonna beat him up or he's gonna beat me up. But then there's girl wrestlers, and you're about to go out and jumble around on the mat with this girl that's in a skin tight
Wait, you
suit
would wrestle
too.
girls?
No.
There are
They
girl
go
wrestlers.
forward.
There are girl wrestlers, and I have wrestled a girl. I didn't, get a boner, but then she's in a skin tight. I'm not answering that question. She was in a skin tight suit too, so it's like rubbing up against you.
That's weird.
Wait, so
No.
did that ever happen to you?
No,
No,
thank God you get kicked out immediately.
That's so strange.
So in all your
That's
competitions, how many
really
people got
bad.
kicked out?
I've never seen it happen, but it's just a rule.
Could you imagine the judgment that happens at, dude, you threw the game, man.
Yeah.
Why'd you get hard?
Well, I feel like if you feel it coming on, they would immediately like hide it and like go take a beat somewhere until they calm down.
Maybe. That
Think
might
about
look even
grandma.
worse.
Can't you feel it
What are
coming?
you gonna do?
Dead cat.
Can you feel it coming on?
If you're actually turned on, but the times where it comes for no reason, which is most of the time, no.
It's just
no.
It's
That's
just
really bad.
You see, I didn't have to worry about this with baseball, so point of reference, play baseball.
There you go.
Wrestle, dude.
There you go, Ron.
Alright.
Yeah, but learn how to wrestle because that's important. Vero.
Yeah.
Okay. So first period story.
It's an awkward one.
I don't have like a lot of awkward ones,
Good
but
for you.
my first my first period story. I was 15.
Oh my god. You open another beer.
Oh my.
15.
I was 15 when I got my first period.
Oh my god.
Bill cheated a few years.
Say 13. All right, 13.
Yeah, I think I was 13.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Same.
I
Oh.
just turned 13.
You were 11?
Mhm.
Oh.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Let me go.
So young and innocent.
I know.
Yeah. So I was 15, and I knew it was coming. It was like I was waiting for like 2 years. It was like every time I would go to the bathroom, it's like, because like I didn't grow up with like my sisters in the house or anything. So it was just like my mom, and like she was older, so she wasn't like telling me about like this is what's gonna happen when you get your first period and stuff. And so I just knew like one day there's just gonna be blood, and I don't know when it's gonna happen, but
Did you
it's coming.
cramp? Did you know? Like, were you?
No, I didn't know. So, the day when I got it, I was like in a horrible mood all day, and I actually like went to like this river, and I got into a fight with like my sister-in-law and stuff, and I didn't know like what was wrong with me. I just thought I was like really angry at everything, and then I go home, and I go to the bathroom, and like my whole underwear is just like blood everywhere, and it was just like the worst, because like I was not looking forward to this, so it was just like, no, like I knew it was all over from there, and I was so scared. I think I like started crying, and I was just like, I don't want this, and like I was so embarrassed. I didn't even want to tell my mom, so I like went to sleep. Like I wrapped up like a lot of toilet paper in my underwear, and then like in the morning I was like, Mom, I got my period, and she was like, oh honey. I'm like, don't tell anybody. And I used to be like so self-conscious about it, and now I like talk about my mom with it all the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm PMSing right now. She's
Your
like,
mom call
okay.
your relatives like, guess what Veronica just got.
Actually, that happened to me.
They
I didn't
call
tell my aunts,
relatives.
and my aunts just got to me with congratulations. I was like, I didn't tell you. My mom would call them like, guess what? Like,
Yeah.
Mexican families are interesting.
So that's my first period story, I guess. Yeah. And I didn't have cramps until like 2 years after that.
God.
So it was always like
die with
every month,
cramps.
and I would like skip too. So I would like skip certain months. So it would be like I never knew when it was coming, and then all of a sudden just like bam, like there it is. I'm like, oh gosh, like why?
God.
Yeah. So that's
Lovely story. Do you want to hear my first period story or my first like tampon?
Oh.
Tampon
No,
story.
the segment
Whatever's
is called
more
Tampon
embarrassing.
Terror, but
Yeah,
it
whatever.
can be any other related thing because pad problems just wasn't as catchy. So
Who even uses pads anymore?
I
used
use
to.
pads.
No.
I do.
See, you used to.
I'm on the
No,
diva
I
cup
use-
train. You feel me? I'm
Dude,
rocking
Everybody
it.
uses them. Jimenez.
I use pads. I don't like tampons. Sorry.
That's right. Yeah, like whatever you want.
You rock your period however you want.
I'm trying
I'm
to
gonna
get
get
the
the
Diva Cup train.
Yeah, me too.
It's
but
a
I don't
little
know.
difficult, not gonna lie.
There's two different
I need to
folds to a
buy
Diva
it.
Cup.
I need
Yeah.
to buy it.
It's
Yeah.
one will work better than I mean, if y'all want to see one, I got one. But
Yeah, maybe give me a lesson or something. Cause,
yeah, I'll say, there's
gosh.
two different folds to the Diva Cup. You know, I learned the hard way. Let's just say. It makes great comedic content. Anyway, your story.
So the tampon one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever's more
whatever.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
whatever
both
more
bad.
awkward.
I'm still a child. I steam my sheets all the time.
Yeah, no, all the time.
Oh, Jesus. Is that a thing that just happened?
Yeah.
Yes.
My
I
first
got
time.
my period in the middle of the night.
Okay.
You just
No,
wake
most
up
of
in
the time.
No, in the
blood.
Yeah.
You go to sleep and you wake up.
I did
It's
that.
like,
Because you
Okay,
move.
I honestly
You move.
don't know shit. Like, so you guys are gonna have to educate
Oh, this will
me.
be very.
Yeah,
interesting.
you
I
can
really
educate us.
don't know.
do
So
the, like,
it just
tampon
happens
work
where you just wake up and it's just the you
I
know.
think it
Yeah.
happens. I think it happens pretty similar to
The
what,
river
like,
Styx
boners,
was
you know?
Yeah, it's
from you.
involuntary.
Let's just go in a different way.
involuntary.
Isaac.
Wait. We need everybody. We need Isaac to say the river Styx again. Mama, say that comment again.
I don't know anything, so you just wake up and it's just like the river Styx has been flowing from you,
Yep.
and
You know, I just
all
No, it's like
ungodly things.
you sneeze and then my air pulse comes down.
Well,
Yeah.
if I'm being
It's like-
completely honest, Isaac, this sounds
It's
like
so bad. Yeah.
they just have the open system. We're on the closed.
What?
Okay, Jemma, what?
I was talking about the science behind a boner. You know.
I think we should talk about Jemma.
Yeah,
Jemma,
Jemma.
back to you.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I'm still deciding which one to do. Okay. First time I ever used a
Veronica
tampon.
decided for you.
I was 14, so I'd been having my period for about a year, and I was like, it's time. But you know, it's hard to get that thing
Yeah,
out there
it
the
is.
first time. You're like, where's the hole?
And then like your stance trying to put it in.
I'm trying to
do
stick
it.
it straight up, and it just hurts so bad.
It hurts. It hurts
Yeah.
really
So you
bad.
learn how to angle it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
And then, you know, the video stops where it's like, I'm too small. It's not gonna fit.
I want
We could have the
Tampon
same problem, but a
just
very
says,
different
where's the
story.
hole?
Honest to God, no. Let me tell you, when you're homeschooled, sex ed is not a thing. So,
I
figuring
concur.
out exactly where the hole was did take a little while. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I
But finally found it and got that thing up there. And it was my long day. It was Wednesdays. I had like school, and then I had an apologetics class, and then I had ballet. Right? And there's no time for anything that day.
What is ballet
So-
on your period?
Oh, I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. So first time ever using a tampon, and I just kind of went too long. Like I didn't have time. I literally didn't have time. I had to
That's really
change
dangerous.
for ballet in the car. Like I didn't even have time to pee. Right? And I was like, it should be fine. Little did I know. And in ballet, you know, wearing pink tights and a skin tight leotard. And we're stretching.
Oh my god.
And we're like doing a forward fold. We were doing a forward fold, and I'm like, oh shit, my tights are turning red. and like there was a girl behind me at the bar. I was like, there's no way she did not see that. And I was just like, I like got up and I was like, you know, keep pleading. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do?
Did
And
you like fell?
What?
Oh my god.
No, the blood was getting on the
Ah.
tights. And it was like, it's like past the point of no return by now, you know? Because it's like, I can't just go to the bathroom, it's already on the tights. So I just had to tell my teacher I wasn't feeling well, and I just sat and watched the rest.
Oh.
You just sat and
You didn't go to the bathroom?
bleeding
I
out?
did. No, I did.
You just
but I
sitting
did.
watching all the other girls bring out your tights.
No, I did, but it's like it's already on the tights, so it's like it's too, you
can't lie
It's too
about it.
noticeable.
Yeah.
That was kind of scarring.
That's a great story.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Who'd you strap? Did you strap it from you?
No, I was in front of Brianna. Remember her?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Who is this Brianna person? I feel like that's a story for another time. But
Yeah.
Okay, well, first, like you heard, I got my period at 11 years old, which is enough of a story. But I need to say that I was for 13 years of my life in my only girls' school. So right now, your guys' talk was like something new for me because like I wasn't around boys during that time, like because I changed schools in high school, that already like happened, I guess. So anyway, being in an only girls' school and getting your first period is really interesting because it's like it's a rumor that it was really bad because like everyone would know who got their period. It was like, oh my god, did you hear? Blah blah blah. So it was like something shameful. And like, so I got my period and I just like went crying to my mom. And I was like, Mom, well, in Spanish. Everything happened in Spanish. That's my life. I'm translating, so sorry. And then I went to my mom and then I was crying and she was like, you're not two Asians, you're a woman. I was like, I don't want to be a woman. So I was crying and I was like so afraid because all of my friends would find out that I was having my period and I was 11 and like none of them had it. I didn't know. So like literally I would take like this like little bag to my school and it was like a normal bag and I would fill it with pads, but then I would put it behind the locker or anything. So every time I go to the bathroom, I was like hiding everything, you know? It was so bad. I was so embarrassed. I didn't want anyone to know. And so, because like, it was awful, you know? Like, it was a rumor, like, oh my god, you got it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, fast forward, thank God, everyone got it because I had to wait because I was 11 and some girls got it until 15. But I know, I was like, girl, you better get it now because I'm done. So fast forward, you just go into a classroom and everyone screams like, who has a pen? And then the other girl in the other room just like, me, and shouted. And then we just like, you know, it was amazing. We had pads in our bathroom, like literally we put pads so like anyone can take. And I was like, bless God, like there is redemption. Before I was hiding my pads, and then I had free pads. So yeah, that is my story.
That's what we need at this school.
Yeah, free pads.
I want to put pads in the bathroom with my show logo on.
Yeah. I want to say something that I think it was really cute, but at the moment it upset me because I didn't want to get my period. But my dad got me flowers, which was really cute.
Aww.
Like to say like you're a woman, but I was really emotional. I was like, I want to be a woman, and I got flowers. But now I thank my dad because it was so cute. So he
Now,
got
can you
me.
say that in
sweet.
Spanish? Just so
I
that
hope my husband
Mexican-
does it.
Spanish? Can you say it in Spanish now?
Yeah,
Just for like.
Bueno, todavía empezó. Just kidding. No, we can go. Yeah. I'm gonna get my girls flowers when they get.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cute.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think of like a more awkward one. I just think so. My first period. I'm such an independent person, and I will not talk to anyone about anything. Like I'll take care of my own shit. Like it's fine. So I knew like what it was, and yeah, I was like 13, so it was like prime age to get your period. And yeah, so I guess it started. I was in my mom's bathroom, and I knew what was happening, but obviously wasn't happy about it. And so I started looking everywhere for like tampons or pads, and she doesn't have any. So I was like, okay. So I like go down to my sister's bathroom, and she's got like loads. But my sister wore like extra large tampons. I didn't know that was a thing.
I'm just hearing this.
Yes, so there's different sizes of tampons. It ranges
Really?
from about
Yeah,
this
and
big
pads
to about
too.
this big.
Are you
Like,
shitting
it's-
me?
There's a wide range.
And also with pads
Yeah.
because the
With the
thing
length
is
that goes
different.
from like
Yeah.
butt crack all the way around. So,
Even you
like,
can get a thong.
It's
Like
really
pretty much
long.
like a diaper.
There's one for thongs.
It covers the
Yeah,
whole
very
crack.
But so with the tampon though, when you use it for the first time, like you're saying, it's hard to do, especially when you don't know that
And it
an
hurts.
extra large is not correct. So yeah, basically I tried to use it and didn't go well. Several times. I
Oh
think
my
I opened.
god, that is such a pain. I can't.
I think I opened like 3 or 4, like trying to make it work. That's so eventually I had to go to my mom and be like, Mom, I don't understand. I think I looked up a YouTube video too, like how do you fucking insert a
Jumbo
Yeah, and then I talked to my mom and she was like, oh honey, like you need like an extra small, like you have to turn it down. But yeah, so that's my awkward first tampon story.
Those
You went
videos
all
on
out.
YouTube are spectacular. It's usually like two girls and it's like, I know it's your first day at summer camp, but here's how you use a
Dude,
pad.
my first actually was at summer camp.
I remember that.
Your first what?
My first period ever was at summer
Oh
camp.
no!
That's
I
really
That'd be about the
bad.
worst thing ever.
Yes, I know.
I imagine. I don't know.
But speaking
Imagine you're not ready. You're not ready.
bad scenarios to have a period in. It brings us right into our segments of boners versus bleed-ons. Alright, listeners
Isaac?
already. Oh, what?
We're severely outnumbered.
No, we have a fair discussion. We have a very
It's
fair
a
discussion.
thorough discussion. Yeah. Listeners know the rules is that we pick a scenario, and since it's acting family, we do acting, stage, and screen audition. So how the game works is that we pick a scenario, and then we decide would it be worse to get a boner or would it be worse to get a period. So I think if everybody share, maybe if we go around do one scenario at a time, since there's just like a nice ample amount of us.
Correct.
Then we can do that. Any questions?
Can I start with the question?
Yes. You
So
can.
usually you kind of have an awareness of your schedule, right? Like
Yes.
Yeah.
kind of.
Yes.
If you're a
Your
lucky-
cycle.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, if
your
you're
cycle.
regular.
Yeah, if you're regular. So
Mhm.
most of the time, is it the case that when it happens and you're in public, you're kind of prepared, like you already have the
I
padded
already
tampon,
have
or
stuff with me all the time.
With
just
you,
in
Okay.
case.
but yeah.
Or
But
is
my period's super irregular, so I don't really ever know.
okay, so
I'm
it's
never
sometimes
prepared
you're just
and I'm
it's
regular,
just
and that's
like-
why I have a show.
Okay.
And you'll notice like your behavior or your body
Yeah.
will tell you.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
tells me is when I'm just like so angry for no reason.
So before
it's
the
coming.
bleeding happens, usually there's a sign.
There's a sign. I wake up with cramps. I'll just wake up and be like, and then I'll just be really mad for like 2
Cramps.
days, and then
I would
it
cry.
starts.
I cry.
Really?
Yeah, I cry always.
I used to think that like if I saw a Hailey's dog and I started crying over a Hailey's dog that I was getting close to my period, but I do that all the time anyway, so it just doesn't work.
Oh, when you're like too hungry, it's because my period is coming, but like you're like that every
Just
time.
never.
All right.
I know.
You guys
Yeah,
go
that is-
through a lot of shit.
We
man.
do.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
Real deal.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you start.
Go for it, man.
All right. So I love the idea of let's Shakespeare play any prominent monologue center of the stage. Boner or bleed out. What is worse?
Boner.
Let's. You think so?
Boner.
I
Yeah.
think
So-
period.
All right. Debate it.
Wait. How? What color's your costume?
That's what I'm
I have a
saying.
case
If
to
you're wearing layers, it's harder to see a period than it is a boner.
I have a
feel like.
case to make though, because in classical costuming for most Shakespearean plays, men would be wearing a codpiece, so like it's already accentuated. So if they have a boner, then it's not like that big of a deal. 'Cause it's already covered.
Okay,
That
technically then.
So you see, my experience has been that.
I don't want to.
Okay, first off, I didn't know what a period was until I came to the school. Despite having 3 sisters, you guys failed your job, by the way. If you're listening, you probably.
Are you
know, so.
serious?
I'm serious. I did
You
not
didn't
know what a period was
was?
until I came to the school.
Oh my god.
You didn't until you came to the school.
Okay, it was actually sophomore year for me.
God,
It
like
was
2 years, 3 years ago.
Wait, was it through me? Was
no. When I
Oh
found
my
out what a
God,
period was, I
Nick.
was sitting at the table by the pool, talking with Claire McKay and Dominic Boucher,
Good
and
for
Dominic was just like, oh,
Wait,
so here's
Dominic came last year.
That was a year ago.
That was a year ago. Oh my God, Nick! I've been living with this 11
Anyway,
years
back to
of
my
my
argument about
life.
why
And
Shakespeare.
you just found out a year ago. Oh my God.
We're just gonna sweep that under the rug.
Babe, I would have never told that
How did
story.
you think you were born? The bees? How do you think you were born?
Look at the corner. He drinks.
Let the man speak.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna chug this.
This is too much. That is a year.
No, I'm not. But
Homeschool
so-
boys.
it's not as fun
I
as it sounds.
can't. Hold on.
Okay, so My argument for why it would be worse to have your period and
No,
start
no,
bleeding
no.
out.
Why did you find out a year ago?
Okay,
Can't drop it, man.
why did I find out a year ago? Because I just so happened to be at the right place at the right time when Claire McKay was on her period talking about it with Dominic Boucher, and Dominic was talking about how his girlfriend at the time was on her period, and so...
So did you freak out? Like, oh my gosh, you guys bleed from your vagina? What is this? Or was it kind of like a, that must be...
It was more of a... this is useful information.
Okay.
Yeah,
I should figure out how-
Very
Were
logical,
you like, prove it?
Correct.
No! No, I was not like, prove it. I was more just like, alright, this is good information.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
Good.
Should I go to a class to learn how to handle with this when I have a daughter?
You
Absolutely.
get your
That-
man.
That being your
Get
response
you a
like
man.
warms my heart because
Get-
a lot of people are just like, nah, don't talk about it, you know.
Yeah.
But
Just shut it down.
good for you, man. That's
Get
great
you a
response.
man who wants to learn.
That's
That
that's
would get you a man who sends you chocolate on your period.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't even
actually,
get
I
me
seen it.
started.
I seen it. I saw a guy that it was like before me, like in the register, and he had like pads and chocolate. I was like,
That's a good deal.
Bro,
No, if a guy
you
knows,
are
if a guy knows
redemption.
like your preferred like pad or tampon, your preferred chocolate, God bless.
Our first film ever, me and Isaac at this school, we like didn't even know each other at all, tiny little freshmen. It was pretty much like this awkward little love story, and at the end of it, I'm like,
oh yeah.
I was like, will you buy me tampons? And he was like, and then and wait, what did I say? I was
And then you're
I'll
like,
make out.
we can make out later.
I've seen this.
What?
Yeah,
And then I look, and then I look,
never wanna make
and then
out
I look
on my
straight at the
No.
camera, and
It's
I'm
like,
like,
don't touch me, bro.
but that's okay. So.
So
Doesn't it?
cringe. So cringe.
I liked our Geico commercial together, but back to
Okay,
the
sorry,
story.
boner. And
Okay, so here's
Shakespeare.
why I think the period is worse.
Okay.
It's more painful.
Thank you.
It's a little bit harder to
So
maintain
what?
character.
So what would distract you
So
from your
bonus
art
yoga?
more then?
Yeah,
What would
that's
distract you from your
Okay.
art?
Yes.
How do I keep this thing down, or how do I keep these liquids in?
Again, I think it really depends on your costume. Like,
perfect.
it totally
Yeah.
does. I got to play Catherine in Taming of the Shrew, and at the end there's the wedding scene, and I had this gorgeous, like $1,000 wedding dress on, and I started my period, and it was the scariest thing. Luckily, everything was contained, everything was fine, I was prepared, but it was just so mortifying because I was on stage. It literally happened, like in a Shakespeare play, in a white dress, everything. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
High stakes match.
High
Yeah.
stakes.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That'd be awful. I mean, I've never gotten like a full boner on stage or anything.
Only
If
have
it,
two.
if it came.
Is there levels or what?
No, there is. Like, have you ever
Is
heard
there
the?
levels? Like,
Yeah, no. Have you ever heard
oh,
the? Have you ever heard
okay.
the phrase like half chub? Like I
Yeah.
got a half chub,
Yeah, there are levels.
full chub. You know.
Yeah.
But if I ever got one
Sorry,
like
now
full
this is
fledged,
new
I'll be
for me.
honest. Like it'd be pretty. I think it'd be pretty distracting.
Yeah, it would be.
Because I'd be worried if people would see it. Also, I think I flashed people when me and Jemma did that scene from Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna wear compression shorts and then the boxers, and I forgot the compression shorts.
No.
And then when I was getting out of the bed, I kind of realized right after that I just like opened my legs. And as soon as I got up, I was like, oh shit.
Now we know what everyone was really talking about.
It wasn't so
Couple.
blocked.
I wasn't hard. I wasn't like harder.
You should talk about the women at this school, man.
Yeah.
All right, settle in.
Okay, we should all go around and decide. Okay, so final assessment. So what you were for that one? You're what do you think?
Boner.
Boner. Okay, I'd say.
I'll say period.
All right. Nick.
Bleeding out.
All right.
I'll say
Right.
period.
All right, Jemma.
period.
Boner.
Again, it depends on costume for me. Because if it's
Just
a
pick
front
one.
Make a
and center,
decision, Hailey.
I'm always wearing like biker shorts under all my costumes, so like if I were to bleed out, it's gonna catch in that.
Right. Okay.
Biker shorts.
Regardless.
Then I gotta say boner.
I say bleed out. I'm with you on the pain thing.
Oh yeah,
That
well,
would throw me
yeah.
off my game.
But again,
Yeah.
we can go back to the intensity of the boner.
Right.
Oh no, the
Also
more intense, the more.
cause pain.
That's true. I mean, but I
Or
feel like
good
one is
feelings.
more fun than the other. I don't know.
Are you
What
more
if you're-
turned on, or are you more like excruciating pain?
What?
What if you're
Romeo,
what if you're on
Romeo.
stage with someone else and like you just get a boner and it rubs up against
Oh,
like
no.
scene
Yeah,
partner?
that's weird.
Then
Ew.
it's like, what is that?
What is that?
You know?
No, that's true because you have to do like makeout scenes, even just like
Even-
lovey-dovey scenes.
Like a
even-
cuddling scene.
Ew.
Right?
I
Because-
didn't sign up for
I haven't actually had that
Because
problem with
I-
Crucible yet.
Would that be our next scenario, like a cuddling scene?
Yeah, a
In the
cuddling
middle?
scene.
Okay.
Because
Okay, there you go.
I'll
Next
go
scenario,
out on a
cuddling
limb here.
scene.
I'll go out on a limb here and
All
say, off the stage, in normal life, when I'm cuddling, a lot of times I tend to, you know,
As you
it
do.
happens. Just normal cuddling, nothing, you know, sexual, nothing like that. It happens, right? So, you know, I said I was going out on a limb, and
I
so
didn't even notice.
I didn't. Wait a minute. I didn't fucking say I was. This is no. This is not about our scene together. No. Okay, this is not about our scene, Jemma.
Now you say it's a scene. Now you're saying
No.
it was real.
Not even.
No, full method.
Look, this is hypothetical. This is
Oh
entirely
my.
hypothetical.
Let them
This is
in.
entirely hypothetical, right?
Yes.
Oh my
Right.
Yes.
But it wouldn't be weird if in a scene, you know, I could see it being really awkward as the guy actor just if you're cuddling and there was nothing sexual.
Right.
Especially because there was nothing sexual. If you got hard, it's like, oh shit, what's she gonna think now?
Right.
And yes, Jemma, I know we did a scene where I was in my boxers, but I was not turned on in that scene. I did not, you know.
That's good. That's good.
Jemma's like, I am so relieved.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
that's
I didn't notice.
Yeah, but I could see that being so embarrassing. Especially if you're on like a set and there's all these light people around you and you just
Yeah, because I think what this game kind of comes down to is that it's like how do you feel about a woman getting her period versus like how you feel about a guy getting boner. Right?
Wait.
So it's like I feel like it's either like aw or oh.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like what?
But how in a cuddling scene would affect when you're in period?
Oh,
Right.
okay, all right. I mean, if you got
Is
blood
that
on
Jimena's scenario?
which
Right.
That would.
No, that was
has
the other
happened
scenario.
to some of us. Maybe I don't. Maybe some of us probably.
Well, tell a story, man.
Wait, for Fiddler, did that ever happen?
What?
Wait, while you're acting or just or you
No, like just
cuddling?
in real life.
Oh.
Like where you're cuddling
I
and
thought-
then it-
No,
Again,
I
if
thought
it did, I wear
I
like
thought then you're
compression
acting.
shorts under.
So you're just like, I'm fine.
skirts. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if it were
It's
to
never
happen.
Oh
Siena's
yeah, it
prepared.
just retains.
Yeah, I double stuff.
Learn
sometimes.
from
Yeah.
Siena, guys.
Other new phrase
Oh,
than
no.
that.
Okay, so what's our final consensus on cuddling? Let's say it's like
I'd say boner.
boner.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah, I'd go with the
would
boner
suck.
on that
Yeah,
one.
boner would
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
Because
See, I bet you're right. It's like the
you're
judgment.
fine.
Yeah.
Why does he? Oh.
Yeah.
In like a really
Just not a
good
real
like
actor.
professional environment, and you have a bleed out.
Yeah.
It's just like gotta go, and costume department can deal with it. And
Right.
you
Yeah,
can figure it
there's-
out. But like a boner is just
Yeah.
it's just there.
Okay, let's just skip straight to sex scene then.
Mm.
To do that,
Okay.
I'm not, and I don't plan on doing like sex scenes. I don't really want to in my career. But imagining that you're in one,
Right.
what would be worse? Getting
Even if it's just implied, like you don't have
Yeah,
a sex
right.
scene, like you just
In-
make out, then cut to.
Well, I feel
Yeah.
like that'd be pretty
The morning
normal to get
after.
a boner then.
I know, but the thing is, if you get a boner, it's a little awkward.
It's unprofessional.
If you don't get a boner, it's also
It's
a little awkward
awkward.
because then what does that say to her? Is she not attractive when she's almost naked and you're supposed to be doing something?
Oh.
No,
it's
seriously,
true.
because
It's
both
something I thought about,
situations
honestly.
she could take,
Either
bad.
way.
Interesting.
But then
I'd
her
rather
also
get a
being
boner.
with almost nothing on, and then that happening
See,
could
that
be
would
really
be
bad too.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Like if that was me, I'd be terrified. Like it's just, I mean, if you think about it, it's not like, oh crap. If you like, I'm assuming the sex scene is happening in a bedroom of some sorts. Is that suddenly you start bleeding on all of the set deck?
You're just in underwear. There's nothing to stop
And,
it.
and then the set deck, you're like, God damn it! And like that's hours, another hour added to production.
Yeah,
or
I
whatever,
didn't
because
do that
you
one.
bled on the sheets.
Yeah,
you know?
With a boner, I feel like it's like natural. Like I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I
so.
honestly would probably just laugh it off and be like, all right, like I wouldn't feel like
Yeah.
So I
I'm
just
also
feel like
not-
either way I
I
wouldn't
think
know.
the bleed
I
out
think
there as well.
period is worse.
Yeah, probably,
Yeah,
probably.
I'd go with the bleed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with bleed out. Yeah.
Unanimous.
Wait, so we kind of differ. Anybody have a scenario that's just like,
So
yeah,
I got
I got one. Okay.
Okay.
I can do
Gemma
one.
first.
Okay, so what if like you're getting one-on-one direction from your director?
Oh.
You're having a one-on-one talk with the director. What's worse, a boner or a bleed out?
Boner.
Oh, fuck.
Boner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, like bleed outs kind of just depend on like your willingness to like be an adult about it and be like, oh, I have a situation, like, and like hopefully you're around good enough people. I mean, obviously I haven't been there. If I'm having a meeting with Steven Spielberg, like I'm not gonna be super excited to be like, hey, I'm bleeding. Like that's gonna be weird. But if you're like turned on, it's weird.
Yeah,
Like
if
there's
Steven
no excuse.
Spielberg's
to-
tugging me, and he's like, then you're gonna go from there to the right. You're gonna pick up the stars. Oh fuck yeah! Oh, God. Gotta keep going. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So E.T.'s best part.
It's a couple.
Wow.
Yeah, I totally agree with that one.
Yeah.
Did Boner just win?
I think
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
No.
Boner would suck.
Yep,
Boner
Boner.
would suck.
Mm.
That was a
Yeah,
good
boner
situation.
sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, yours too.
Okay. What about the spread eagle?
Okay. Context.
So that means we have to picture like
Males.
6 guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 guys.
Okay, so context for people who are not like thespians or whatever, or out of the closet thespians, is that
We're out of the closet.
the spread eagle is from Cell Block Tango in the production of Chicago, which is a woman gets or a man in this case gets on a chair and then they are kind of upside down where their feet are facing like the sky or the ceiling and then they spread
Or better yet, in the movie version, they're not on a chair; they're being held by a person,
and then they spread.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Okay, spread eagle. All right. Find it out. If you I think it
just a full
okay.
boner.
But could you imagine? Right? In either situation, if you all were still in sync.
I call
If
that the
everyone
best.
had a boner and everyone got their period.
I think that would be amazing. I think it would go.
Iconic.
That would be awesome.
Cycle Sisters, Boner Brothers.
I think
No, go,
What?
Sienna,
Oh,
go.
Sienna.
Go.
I was maybe really perverted just now.
No,
Say
tell-
it.
What has not been perverted
I
up
was
until
gonna
this
say I
point?
think I'd rather see 6 boners
I think so too.
than 6 girls bleeding.
But which is worse?
Well, again, I think
It's
kinda comes down
it's
to
more kind of
costume,
like
too.
Well, then what we were
Yeah.
wearing, there's not
Then
much protection.
They're turned on that they killed their husband or wife. or
right.
whatever,
So if they all like have boners, it's kind of more
yeah.
like a.
Well, if they all had
It makes
boners, then
sense.
it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
well, it's
Part
part
of
of the
the-
play. They're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
part
because
of
like,
the
wait, are like
sexuality.
rage boners a thing? Is that a thing?
What do you mean? Would you define that?
Like,
Like where you
like
get
if you get
angry.
really angry or really like amped up, could you get a boner?
No,
that
haven't
can
had
happen.
that.
No?
I've
Okay,
never
I've
had
heard that before. Maybe it's a lie.
I'll say bleed out.
Maybe that's.
I think I'll say bleed out for that. Well, you're just exposing your crotch to.
Everybody.
Who knows how many
I
people?
don't know.
God in
Right.
country.
But are we wearing black tights? Because then you don't see it.
Well,
So
since
we
I'm
were all in
red.
like she was in a freaking onesie, dude. Like she's in
Yeah.
she's in like a unitard.
I'm
So
I'm
everyone's cheeks
surprised
are
at the
Some booty shorts.
Yeah, everyone's cheap.
With
You're
my luck.
staying down.
That performance is so fabulous.
Thank you.
It
I'm
was-
glad
Watch
you
on
think
YouTube.
so.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so is it bleed out?
I think
Is that
bleed
what-
out's win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Bleed out, yeah.
would really suck there.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Any okay, other scenarios? Anybody got one?
Let's just say a basic scenario of you're playing a parent and you just got introduced to the child actor.
No.
Oh, no.
That you're going to be playing the parent.
Okay, I think that's boner.
Boner is so
Yeah.
much.
Because
fun.
I mean,
Boner's bad.
there's
man.
a difference between just being a woman and like Kevin Spacey. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey in the situation,
Yeah. I think anything with children. bonus
Yeah,
win.
boner's
Yeah.
Bonus.
suck.
Definitely win. No,
Bonus
Halloween
suck.
edition, it was like kids trick or treating. Like, no.
because yeah, that's what it came down to. Where we were like, well, one is a teaching moment and one is a sex offender.
That's true.
I go
Yeah.
to teaching moment is better.
But that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Don't think that anytime we get a boner, it's automatically that we're turned on.
Sure.
They happen all the time
It's
for
like
absolutely
is it
no
a
reason.
muscle?
It'll happen in
Like
class.
thing? Yeah, right?
It'll happen
Yeah,
in
so
church.
basically
It'll happen
it's
at
a
a
muscle.
funeral.
It's not
It'll
quite-
happen wherever
No,
you
no,
go.
what happens in the reason why I say that we're on a closed circuit earlier is that it's blood flowing to that area
Oh, that,
Yep.
yeah.
that
was-
engages the
In
boner.
both is
Oh,
blood.
Is it pretty much like every morning too?
Yeah, every morning.
Every
Pretty much.
Doesn't do
Really?
that all the time.
Really?
For me, it's for every.
Oh my god.
You are dreaming high.
Uh,
Roasted.
Maybe, I don't know, but
Wow. How many wet dreams
And what do you-
have, Isaac?
Jesus, Veronica. That's
Sorry.
Okay, let's go
Okay,
too far.
sorry, can I ask, what do you do when you wake up? Like, you just wait?
You're just kind of like,
right?
all right,
You,
cool.
yeah, you just get up and you're like, ah, shit.
And, like, you wait?
You just, yeah. You,
Wait it
you
out.
just go get your coffee. You try not to let it get in the way. And
Or if you're really terrified, you go to the freezer, you grab ice, and you try and cool it down. But I'm just saying, Chris, that was a brilliant idea and a great way to
Wow.
artistically show that. No, I haven't actually done that.
Or you
But
can just take a cold shower.
Yeah.
That's true. Isn't that
That
what
seems
the-
like a lot more effort.
Right. No, it doesn't.
or you can pour coffee on it. Sorry, I'm just
Oh,
going off of Chris
Jesus.
Weingart's.
Don't
I'm just
do
going off of
that.
Chris Weingart's video right now.
Wait, let's okay. So final consensus on that one.
Oh,
It was like
boner.
Boner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boner.
It's
Sure.
not a...
So then let's do 2 more scenarios. How about
Okay.
Anybody got one? Okay, who's got one? Veronica, do you have one?
Okay, in theater setting when you're getting like fitted for your costume.
Whoa! That's like you're on tape.
Has
this happened to you,
That happens to you.
It hasn't happened to me yet.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
man, I
boy.
mean,
They would touch
okay,
you.
girls first imagine she's just like making sure your waist is great.
Who says it's a she?
Yeah, it's
Whoa,
true.
wow.
I
Wow,
would-
Isaac.
This is
Boner.
Okay,
I'm already going in boner.
Jesus, Veronica. Yeah, okay, the guy.
Wait. Okay, are you just getting fitted or are you trying on the costume?
No,
like,
they're
they're,
trying
like-
on stuff. They're fitting you. They're trying
Yeah,
on
let's
stuff.
say
They're
they're
touching
measuring
you.
you. Let's
They're
say they're
touching you.
measuring you.
Yeah, I haven't. done
And
that
then
since,
you
so.
just start to bleed.
Right.
Or for the guy, they're just like, oh, your waist measurement is 30. Oh, hello.
They get their eye poked.
It's a guy and he has like the measuring tape and he's doing this, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
kind of
no.
different.
They measure your inseam.
Yeah.
Those
I guess-
both be pretty awful. This is a good one.
For me,
Yeah.
as far as the period goes, like I wouldn't be so much embarrassed as like concerned for the costume.
Yeah,
Because
that's
again, if
what
you're getting fitted into
Yeah.
like $1,000 costume, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Also,
so-
also
yeah.
it might depend on the person who's fitting you, because if it's a girl, they might just be like, "Oh, sister, like I got you."
yeah,
But if
yeah,
it's a
right.
guy, it's like, "Oh shit, I'm bleeding on him right now."
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a good.
yeah. The thing is, like, when you bleed, it's not like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
I don't
a
know what it's
little.
like. I've never
It's
watched.
just a little.
Yeah,
So, like, if
I-
it just gets stained, it's not like somebody's gonna be there and, like, the
Some
water
go-
flows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like a
Also,
little bit.
I've never watched a period happen, so I don't know what that
No!
is like.
Wait. So like you know how people like record their births, or you just
I
like,
know.
wait for,
I've
like,
never watched it
watching
come
a
out of a
period.
I don't know if
vagina,
I
Jemma.
want to watch it.
But, like, you
Talk
know
about
about it.
Yes, they talk about it, but I don't know how the blood flow is. Jesus.
Have you not seen Carrie?
No, I haven't actually.
Who is Jesus?
I believe it
I'm
alone.
joking.
Jesus.
Hey, my mama told me to cuss.
Hey, I've played it once. That is my favorite thing to do. Just
Okay.
side note. If
Oh.
there's ever a couple, I will just walk between them and just say, "Leave room for Jesus," because having played him, you get this new sense with the word.
Right.
I feel like in this particular scenario, I would feel a lot of guilt.
Yeah.
Because other women get the little like, doop, I get a, you know what I mean? So like I feel like I would feel tremendous guilt, and that's what would make it worse for me. But if it was like a boner, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
And
this is one. It
But
almost
it's-
approaches that thing of sexual offender too. She's
Yeah.
pressing your waist. She's getting your
Yeah.
leg size. You just pop one right in
Yeah.
front of her. Oh fuck,
yeah,
that's not.
And then what are you supposed to do in that situation?
Right.
right.
Can
How
we
do you
write a script
recover?
about that? And like,
How do you recover?
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
yeah, because
Do we have any like firm? Anybody's like, yeah, definitely boner. Yeah, definitely do that.
I'm biased,
No.
but
You're
I
biased.
mean, I can see worse situations for both. Because, like, the dresser I had for one of my shows, she was, like, really strict. So just thinking about getting my period in front of her while trying on costumes, I could just envision her being like, what? like, you bled on my costumes or like my handmade costumes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
And then she's gonna be like, what do you weren't prepared?
Yeah.
It was like something for ballet, like Swan Lake.
Yeah.
All those white tutus.
No.
Like what I'm picturing is Edna from Incredibles.
Yeah.
Is like this little tiny, like very neat lady.
Yeah.
You bled that with my custom. No.
Yeah. she doesn't bleed anymore, so she's just like, I have no reason to care about it. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what I would.
I think
But I see the boner thing
I see
too.
bias. I think I go with the draw.
I go with the draw too. I think
With a what?
This would be the first
Draw.
draw we've ever had.
Oh,
I'm gonna go boner.
boner.
I'm gonna go with boner too.
I'm gonna go boner.
I think
Okay, so
I
boner, draw.
I think draw.
Draw.
I don't know.
Just say draw. It's easier.
Yeah, I think boner because of the sexual assault
I
kind of
own
thing.
it. If I bleed on something, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and also like, yeah, if
It
you bleed,
happens.
it's just
God
like,
made me
yeah,
this way.
exactly, and it's nothing like
You know,
explicitly
but I guess
sexual,
you
you know, like a
could
boner can be.
Right.
Oh, that's true. Guys can't pull that excuse.
Yeah,
That's
because you weren't.
Because there's no
Not
thought
yet.
process in like your period. Happening.
No, like
Yeah.
just happens.
Or emotional thing attached to that.
That's
It's
true.
just-
That's
it's a
true.
thing that
Super
is just
involuntary.
turned on.
Yeah.
So if it happens, I'm just like, sorry.
Like-
couch is just
Like a
in
friend
sync.
says,
Yeah.
because
We're all-
your body is angry at you because you didn't have sex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, your uterus is like, there was supposed to be a baby here. What is that?
And then like,
I literally prepared the living room and the whole foyer, and there is no baby here.
I know you're like, wait.
It's like, no, I have to get
No.
So it's kind of a draw.
Yeah.
It's a draw.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Okay,
it's
I have a
half. I think it's.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe we make this our like last
Yeah.
scenario, and then we'll do final thoughts and everything.
Okay, so Pape, very specifically, when we did Siobhan.
Oh.
It's okay, so context is that there's a fight scene, and Pape and Nick and I did this, like, very, like, on
So
the
basically,
ground,
she
we're,
swings her like
rolling
around my
each other.
neck,
Oh, we have that.
flips
Wanna
me
pull
back
it up?
over.
I do like an
And-
arm lock of him, so my legs are wrapped around his arm and in front of his face, and I like have his arm. In that situation, what's worse, boner or fight?
Okay, wait. Who has?
So Pape is laying on the
Do you
ground.
want to just recreate it?
Just, you want to do it.
Okay, so
I think I need to
I'm
move
gonna
right
have
now.
to we're gonna have to narrate.
Yes,
what's
you
happening.
narrate.
Okay, so I'm gonna lie right here,
Okay. Here
like
we go.
this.
Okay.
Okay.
So there was that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
god.
this.
Oh
No.
no.
Okay. So here,
Okay,
listeners,
this is
this is kind of what we're dealing with, right?
See it.
So Hailey had like her
I
her
see
crotch essentially wrapped around like Pape's arm, because her legs are going kind of across the chest and they're both laying on the ground.
Okay, so
Right. So basically, like,
imagine a guy doing that too. So
So vice
yeah.
versa.
So vice versa, yeah.
So you're definitely gonna get contact with whatever it is
Bleed out's
in a very
worse,
prominent place. Yeah. So either you're bleeding on them or bleeding on them, or it's a boner on them.
And not only that, you have to do it multiple times over and over to get the shot.
That's tricky. It's very, very tricky. All right, what do we think? What do we think, y'all?
I kind of think bleed out's worse because you're staining the costume.
Yeah.
You know,
We're
whereas
on
if you
that.
make a boner, you're just like, oh, sorry, the
But
contact.
your arm is like there.
Yeah.
Like your arm is
Yeah,
in it to
that's
win
awesome.
it. Like,
But who has a
Because I would be worried, like, your arm's there and it's like, kick balls. and you're just right on top.
Yeah. No,
And-
because if you bleed there,
But I
like,
would say-
it's probably getting on his arm.
That's what I would say bleed out would be.
And
If it's
if you
me,
get
it's
a boner-
definitely gonna go to his arm.
If you get a boner, she's gonna see it, dude.
yeah, you're touching it.
Yeah, it's
Straight up.
Oh,
you're straight
those are
on it.
both real bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are really
So
bad.
Jackson, can I pose the one? Like, what about Peter? Or no, it was your dangerous. What about dangerous? Like that scene. Which ones would be? Which one?
Wait, which one? Which
The
one?
one where I throw you on the bed.
When you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, guys,
I'll
go to
follow
my
that.
YouTube channel, check out the video, see where this happened.
But essentially, Pape grabs me by my neck and throws me on the bed and then is on top of me. That was
woo!
not in a
Wow.
sexual way.
Not a good boner situation.
Oh yeah, I think I threw
Nah.
an elbow, and then she caught it,
Yep.
and then I was going to get a unicorn through my throat, but we
Yeah.
didn't have a unicorn.
It was supposed to be a unicorn horn.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
unicorns are hard to get in Hollywood.
Yes,
They're
yes.
really busy.
They're really, yeah, they're maxed out. I mean,
Okay,
Yeah. Anyway,
but yeah, so I think
I would say bleed out for sure. I'm firm bleed out on this one.
Yeah, I think I would go bleed out as well.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, I think
Bodily
bleeding-
fluids.
Man.
Yeah, that would be really
Yeah,
good.
you're
Because
just
their
dropping
arm goes
someone
away, and
else.
But
that's,
in theory,
that's
it's
almost
clean,
permanent damage.
right?
You know
That
what I mean?
blood is kind of clean.
That'd be scarring for the guys.
It's
I mean.
still
Well,
like,
but still,
What
I'm
is
still
this?
doing an action scene with blood in it.
yeah, but still just thinking
But,
like,
like,
No, that's gross.
I
because,
just
yeah.
feel like some guy would be like, your menstrual blood is on my arm.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Yeah.
so weird. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
And
weird.
you
yeah.
just met him.
Think about
and,
you,
like,
Hailey, being the girl, and you're holding his arm, and then you just see woo.
I
Okay,
would
first
laugh,
off,
I
Isaac,
would
it
laugh
doesn't
more
quite
at that
happen.
than the blood
No,
thing.
but
I'd be like, dude, but what are you doing?
Get your
you know,
shit
and then if it's
together.
blood, I'd be like, that's disgusting. Hold on.
I'd be like
I need a
that's.
day.
I'd be that guy.
I don't know,
Too.
I'd be more like
that's
blood-
disgusting. Your vagina blood's on me.
Okay.
Imagine blood is on.
Imagine being the girl and you spot a boner.
So you're
I
not
just
into
laugh.
periods.
Yeah.
That's
I
just
do.
a story.
I just laugh at it.
That's a whole episode.
I'd be so embarrassed. I'd be so
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Oh boy.
if you had a boner,
Yeah.
I don't
Mm.
know. I feel like the guy was just like really turned on. Like,
Because guys,
I'd be like,
people
oh,
is
thank
not
you.
Nice. Yeah. I've done it like one. I've done it, and it's not. Don't. They better. I mean, you'll know that they're your in this case, lover for life. If that's like.
All right. Let's have a vote.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. I'm so mixed.
I'm
on
so
this one.
yeah.
I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna go boner on this one.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go boner.
I'm gonna go bodily fluids.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, same.
period.
Period.
Boner.
bleed out.
Wow. I can't tell how many.
Yeah, Pape, as us
One.
in the situation, like,
Yeah,
What do
you
you
were in
feel?
the situation.
I don't know. I can't decide. Either one's weird.
honestly.
I would probably say bleeding out.
I think so.
Though it's very tempting to just say Switzerland.
Switzerland? What?
Because
Neutral.
Switzerland is always neutral.
Oh.
Switzerland's
I
just
think either one's gonna be awkward, but I think that bleeding out is more of obviously like a mess, and if it's on them, like yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that's.
Well, I can't tell which one. Did boners win more overall than periods?
No, period.
No
periods
period.
won by a
Period.
landslide.
Wow.
Yeah.
As per you.
As per usual. We need to restructure the game a little bit. All right. Well.
This was really fair though. Halloween and this one was really like
Yeah.
equal.
Yeah.
More
Well,
so than
if you guys have suggestions for us, you guys are totally welcome back to the show. So you guys can email me. And then we can, with your ideas, or hashtag Tampon Talk Tuesday with your ideas, send them our way. We'll come back and do it again. Do you guys have any final thoughts? Anything we didn't cover?
This has been most instructional.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Oh, I have one. I almost told that as my awkward story because it was regarding boners rather than a period.
You got a boner?
Yeah, I got a boner. So
A lady
one
boner?
day, a lady boner.
How did this happen?
No, so when I was a kid, I didn't know what they were, and we had a male dog. And
I once saw a horse turn on. It was weird.
my mom referred to them as peener poppers.
Oh my gosh.
That's like a dish you serve at the Super Bowl. Like, I got an extra pile of peanut butter, for the big game.
Oh man.
So I was just thinking about that earlier. Yeah, peanut poppers. How do you deal with your peanut poppers? There you go. Final thoughts for the day.
Anybody else?
No. You
There
guys
should be
go through a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
You guys, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
girls go through a lot more shit than guys do.
Thank you.
It's more
As far as
painful.
that goes.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Although taking a groin shot.
Cramps are.
That's true.
the
Yeah,
worst.
that's a bad one.
Yeah, we didn't even discuss that. Like, if you're doing fight choreography and it gets like bumped or something, does that hurt more?
Oh no, it takes very little for that to be painful.
Yeah.
Oh
So that's
yeah.
a factor.
Oh my god,
I have I remember.
Okay, it hurts even with a
Yeah.
cup on.
Like another best story. I was working American Eagle back home, and I was having really bad cramps. And like my boss, because it's retail, they don't let you do anything. So like I would hide with initials, and then you should, because like the whole policy is like you need to be friendly and stuff. And then I would like, hi, good morning, welcome. It was so bad. So yeah, that is a bad story. Retail and periods are. a
Yeah.
thing.
Does ibuprofen work at all or no?
Yes.
Yeah, but I
It
need to
does.
use the super strong one because
Probably
I
not
get
as good as
super hard.
ice cream, I'm assuming.
Ice cream.
Not bad.
But ice cream is sometimes bad because like it's cold and like you need warm. I don't know.
Cranberry juice.
Oh, that's right. 'cause
Yes.
it reduces
Cranberry
blood
juice,
flow.
yeah.
Keep you less regular. Anyway, do you guys have any social media that you guys want to plug? Anything we can like see you guys in? Anything we can like follow y'all on.
Oh, I suck, dude. I'm not.
I'm
Go
not
watch
a whole lot.
Dangerous. So you
Go
can
watch
see our
Dangerous.
awkward dead
Go
fight scene.
find
That
that.
really was not awkward.
That
at
was
all.
not awkward at all.
It
That
wasn't awkward at all. It was a lot of fun.
I think it's
Oh.
SQ's training. That you know.
Yeah.
Class of 2018.
Social media?
If you're fans of blood, me, Siena, and Veronica were on a vampire music video that is coming out on Halloween, I believe. So stay tuned.
Blood
Awesome.
sisters.
Wait, what will that be on though?
What is it
Oh.
called?
Maybe
Another white girl with an underscore in between each word.
Yeah.
All right.
Gypsy
all right.
Florence.
All right.
Jimena, if you can figure out how to spell that, is Jimena.
All right, and I'll put all y'all's
Okay.
handles
And
in
then
the description
B-A-R.
as well.
Nap_.
On
Lagos.
Instagram.
Class of
Yeah.
2018 BC.
No!
Yeah.
Okay,
don't
and
watch
then
it.
something to look forward to from all these guys is that they're all going to be doing their senior thesis projects.
Yes,
the,
yes,
acting practice.
yes.
Jesus,
So
don't
Jackson,
mind
are we
me.
doing that?
Which will be
What?
I forget what it's called, but
Really
like that
fun.
one project.
Yes.
Oh yes,
That's
and
So-
some twigs.
happening. Yes.
so you'll
Also-
definitely
Yeah.
stay you'll definitely
Do I
stay
need to like
updated.
put on 20 pounds or something like that?
Yeah, it is.
I like that.
All right, well y'all will all stay updated with all of their productions.
Also,
we will tag their
Request
Yes.
Cell Block Tango. Like,
Let's
we
do
do a
Cell Block
revolution on the
Tango.
internet
A
to
revolution.
put it
Yes.
back
But
because it was
yeah,
good.
So
It's
yeah.
time
So
to
y'all
start a crusade around here.
Yeah. I like that. So yeah, they've got some projects that are going to be in the works pretty soon. So we will promote all of their fundraising campaigns, all of their social
Yes.
media, so y'all can keep in touch with all of their great acting and all the wonderful stuff that they do. So that will be in coming weeks. So get excited for
Oh,
that.
no, never mind.
Was there any other social media? Anybody else that you plug? Yeah. Did we cover bases?
Are you gonna put it in there?
Yeah, I'll throw in the handles and stuff. But
Santana without the first A _ Silva.
all right.
Thirsty.
Oh, we all know what
Haley
his first
Linus.
name.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. All right.
Linus.
yeah.
I'm thinking I'll come up with some stage name, but I don't have one yet.
All right.
I have an idea, but that's later.
All right.
I'll announce that when I announce it.
Look forward to his
That's
stage name.
Megan.
And then you listeners, follow all our media on Twitter and Instagram. We're Tampon Talk Debbie and Mary. On Facebook, we're Tampon Talk with Mary. If you want to email me or any of these guys with any of your questions or anything, tampontalkwithmary@gmail.com.
Mary will forward him to us. Please
Yeah.
Email direct me.
Yeah, bring y'all back. We'll do another episode. Yeah, and then I'm on everything now. So I'm on iTunes, Spotify, Player FM, iHeartRadio, in a donkey's butt. Where do you want me to be? I'll be there. So follow me there. And well, thank you guys for being on.
Of course.
Yeah. And then you listener, if you are an actor or not, you keep doing what you're doing. Maybe don't get boners in awkward situations to prepare for your period.
Mary, you know they can't control that.
You right.
Stop setting expectations they can't meet.
If you're a bleeder, keep on bleeding. Keep doing your thing. You'll be alright. If you're not a bleeder, have some empathy. People who probably bleed.
If you're a boner,
be a boner.
sucks, dude.
Except when it does.
Is it a good time? It's a bad time. So you know what I mean. Anyway,
Be mature
thank y'all
about
for
it, guys.
listening.
Be mature about it.
Be mature about it. Yeah.
Stuff happens.
Yeah, stuff happens.
I think that's like the #1 mantra on set. Stuff happens.
Stuff happens.
How do you light a scene and get a spotlight when you're in a barber shop?
Ladies and gentlemen, Pape is talking.
Right.
Well, thank you all for listening. Y'all are wonderful and beautiful, and we will see you next time on Tampa Talk with Mary.
Thank you guys for listening. Have a good one.